Americans spend more than $250 million on over-the-counter teeth whiteners. But will those whiteners work on all teeth? Here to talk about getting a brighter smile is Dr. Kenneth Siegel from Dental Excellence in Bluebell, Pennsylvania. Welcome back, Dr. Siegel.
Thanks, Cindy.
Let's talk about who's a good candidate for these over-the-counter products. First of all, it's not for everyone, is it?
Not for everybody, but it's good for, say, someone who has perfectly straight teeth. That way you can get the strips evenly on them, as well as somebody whose teeth are not all that dark to begin with.
Well, let's look at a picture of someone whose teeth, I think, were quite dark to begin with. And I think it possibly was because of medication they had taken before. Is it tetracycline?
Tetracycline stains.
And that can cause almost brown teeth,
causes like a grayish bar that goes across the teeth.
Okay. And there it is.
Right. So when you look at her there, it almost looks like she has half of a tooth because the stripe sort of divides it. Now, that was not something that we could accomplish with home whitening products or in-office whitening products. For her, porcelain veneers were the way to go, and now she just has a beautiful smile.
Now, with porcelain veneers, does that mean you have to shave down those upper teeth?
A little bit. We have to remove some of the stains and remove some of the enamel so that when we replace it with porcelain, it's the exact shape that we want and the exact dimensions, and they're not too thick.
And the porcelain veneer, does that just go over the existing tooth?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I have them too. So
hey, you do. You've got perfect teeth. Now, what are we looking at here?
That is a Zoom in-office whitening. So what that is a 1 hour in the office. Come in, we put the whitening material on the teeth. There's 3 20-minute segments. There's a high-intensity light that activates the material, and within, say, an hour, hour and a half, you're completely 9 shades lighter.
And how long will something like that, it's called Zoom?
It's called Zoom. There's a few companies that make products like that. Zoom, Bright Smile, those are a few.
And how long does that last?
About 2 years. There's a touch-up kit that you can go home with, and we make whitening trays so that you can bring the whitening product at home. If you want to go a little lighter than the 9 shades, you can use the whitening product at home.
Is it expensive?
It's a little costly. It's not out of range.
Right.
It probably ranges somewhere in the $500 to $700 range.
2 years, though?
Yes.
And then just maintenance. You can still drink red wine and coffee and all that other fun stuff?
Absolutely. The first day or so, you want to stay on a white diet just to not bring the stains back into the teeth, but after that, go with your normal flow.
And it doesn't hurt at all when you're getting it done?
No.
You feel nothing?
No.
It's a light beam?
It's just a light that activates the product.
Wow. Now, that's different from laser, right? That's not the same.
Pretty similar.
Okay.
People might have seen it on TV, on some of the other TV shows on makeovers.
Oh, is that what they do on Extreme Makeover?
That's what they do, the Zoom.
That's how they get that bright smile. Okay, let's take a look at the next picture and see what it is we're going to be talking about. It's another, there we go. Oh,
there we
heavens.
Go.
Was that Zoom?
That is also another case of porcelain veneers, and the reason for that one was the woman in that picture had bonding on her front teeth, and so bonding will not whiten without replacing the bonding. So we took off all the bonding and just replaced that with porcelain.
And now, does porcelain ever stain, or does it always stay white?
It stays the same color.
Really?
So it doesn't change shape, doesn't change color.
Okay. All right. Porcelain veneers may be the way to go then, right? If you really want something permanent.
If you want something that's going to change shape of teeth as well as create just amazing smile, porcelain veneers can be your answer. If you have perfectly healthy teeth, though,
right,
and they look good, then you might want to go with whitening.
What do you think of the over-the-counter products?
The over-the-counter products are okay. There's nothing wrong with the over-the-counter products. They work nicely. They just have to be used appropriately.
I'm looking, I've been trying the, my husband went on a bit of a tooth whitening kick recently and bought everything under the sun. And this is, what is this? This is the white strip.
These are the white strips.
And on the commercials, they make it look like you could just do your shopping, no problem, and talk normally when you've got these on your teeth. But I can tell you, once you get this on your teeth, it affects the way you talk.
Just a little bit, because it gives you that thickness, huh?
You know, and she's, you know, going to try to meet a guy. He may think she talks a little funny. And it also makes you drool. Well, maybe me only, but... And you're not supposed to really swallow this stuff. I'll take it out again. Now, let's take a look at our next picture, shall we?
You have some goo in your teeth.
You're supposed to rinse your mouth after you use this stuff. Now, what is that?
That's just a model of what we make the whitening trays on. The reason I showed you this, though, is you see how crooked the teeth are there. Now, if you tried to put the whitening strips on those teeth, it's not going to go in and out on the teeth real well. So you're not going to cover the surfaces evenly, so you're going to get a lot of blotchy results. And those are the trays that you make from them. So instead of the Zoom in office, you can also use the at-home bleaching kits that are made from a custom model. See how the teeth move in and out over there? You'd never be able to get the white strips exactly on the teeth evenly, so you'd come up with a blotchy result.
So if you want to take a tray home with you and treat yourself, how long does that take?
It takes about 2 to 3 weeks, and you'll come up with a similar result as the in-office whitening will be.
Is it a little cheaper if you do it yourself?
Oh, it's much cheaper. It's probably closer to the $200-300 range.
Okay. Got a bit of gel in my teeth here.
Yeah, I was thinking you had a little bit of strange speech.
Yeah, I always talk a little funny, but I'll just do a little rinse after this. Thank you, Dr. Siegel,
You're very
much
welcome.
for setting the record straight on teeth whitening. All right, if you want more information on whiter teeth or want to find out what else you can have done at the dentist, because they can do miracles, check out Dental Excellence of Bluebell.com. Coming up next,